is like the best week of my year every year, and I'm so excited to get it started with all of you guys.
Who we are and what my personal mission is to be the second believer in the magically weird. You know, what that takes is there to be a first believer, and that's you guys.
A founder is a spark, and that spark is the idea they carry inside of them that they believe in. And so they see a future that some of us can't see, and they come to us, and they tell us about this vision, and they paint this picture that we then can see in our minds.
Crusoe's core mission is accelerating the abundance of energy and intelligence.
We just want to make it possible and cheaper for the average person to invest in their health while they still have it.
All of America should be green. All of it should be lush. All of it should be healthy and vibrant.
Long Journey needs to exist because there are crazy people out there who are building wild things, bold things that other people think are absurd, and we want to validate their weird.
You know, obviously a founder has to believe in themselves first. That's where the spark comes from. But sometimes that spark can get dim.
Because as we all know, on the long journey of building, there are ups and many downs, and you lose the sense of belief. You lose the sense of, why am I doing this?
So I do sauna frequently. Yeah. It's, to me, I would say it's leaning into suffering. Because everyone who's built a company knows that it's years of suffering. And it's all about learning how to deal with suffering.
And so we always want to be another torch if your light is low, that you can show up and that you can find your authentic self again.
With all the experiences that we design at Long Journey, it's all about how do we make someone feel believed in.
By the way, we'll do magic and mind reading tonight, okay? Favorite book from childhood, not Goodnight Moon, just the title. What was it? The Little Prince, okay.
I was taught this magic trick. We reach out to every single one of your emergency contacts. We ask them to answer, what do they see in you that is magical? You are the source of your belief, your ideas, you're the source for your team, and sometimes we forget, so we wanted to resource you.
When I first got here, the last thing I was expecting was to be in a boxing ring, an arena. It's one of the Long Journey Ventures' way of living, if you will, which is bringing meaning into every little thing that we do.
You get to choose your quest. Like, you're sitting there with a deck of cards and you can flip them over and you can pick what it is that you're going to work on. Go figure out what it is that you were meant to do in this world and dive into it wholeheartedly.
I was on the track team, and every now and then I would just look behind me to see where the next person was. And my coach said, winners just look forward. They don't look back.
Mike and I were on the phone the other day, and he said to me, he said, could you talk about belief? That's what he asked me to talk about. It was a collect call, it was fast. We have to have people believe every single day. We have to have people believe in us, in our products, in our services. We have to get investors to believe. And I've been trying to get people to suspend their disbelief for 30 years.
But belief is this thing that you're just born with when you're really yourself and you really get in touch with what's true for you. There's this thing inside of you that you just know. Without belief, there would be nothing. So belief is everything.
And so when we believe in them, through capital, through support, through friendship, through love, we're basically fanning the flame that's inside of them so that it can grow.
And so, when we think about our mission, we don't think of ourselves as a venture fund. It's really a movement. And I know that sounds kind of insane, but this proves it. What it means to be a second believer is showing up with the belief in what that first believer sees, which is always the founder. You stand right beside them and breathe that belief that you're getting right from them back into them, and it sort of creates this generative loop, and founder's ambition and idea continues to grow as you stand right by them.
Where's EG?
EG, what did you get today?
Got the bellwether tattoo on mine.
Yeah!
So it's basically Long Journey for life, eternity, and however long this exists.
There you go. Anyway.